hope you are well. I know you're probably saying to yourself, okay, Juri, why are you making a video and school is out? Well, yes, school is out for the summer. And the reason why I'm making this video is not only just to keep up with my YouTube channel, but I wanted to do something for my little nephew Riley, who was asking for my next video. So hi Riley, how are you? Hope you're well. This is for you. In today's video, I wanted to do a product review, and I'm pretty much an avid YouTube watcher, not as much as I probably should be, but I do watch a lot of product videos about art supplies, basically like color pencils, watercolor paint, oil paints, acrylic, whatever. And it's mainly like professional grade, the very, very expensive stuff. So I decided to do a product video, which I'm not sure if all of these are out or other YouTubers are doing this, but I decided to do something different. So I went to yes, the Dollar Tree, and I found these watercolor pencils. So if you're not familiar with the Dollar Tree, it's pretty much a store with everything is $1. So I shop pretty much everywhere for my materials, whether I use them normally cheaper materials I use for like demos or something that I'm not going to use are sketches or thumbnail studies in my sketchbook. If I'm going to do something where I know it's going to be in a gallery or it's going to be sold, that's when I use more artist professional grade any type of materials, whether it's paint, pencils, color pencils. I make sure I use it. So the difference between lower grade, or I don't even want to say that, say like student grade or amateur grade or young artist grade materials is just archival. Normally, it's not as archival as professional grade. So meaning it may not last over time. So you might do a beautiful product with it, and within a year or two, the color may start to fade. That may or may not, depends on the product. Or let's say you do a beautiful product and you get it framed and you hang it up, let's say in your studio or in your home, but where it's hung up, they say that there's a lot of sun that comes in, and guess what? The sun pretty much will fade out the color. And that tends to happen in watercolors when you deal with any type of watercolor, where it's the pencil or the paint. You want to make sure it's in a place where it's cool, where not a lot of sun is hitting. That way the pigment don't tend to fade. Another thing is, if you use professional grade, normally that gives you a longevity, you get that archivalness that happens. But in this video, it's pretty much for if you're a young student or a student or amateur at art, or you just doing it for a hobby and you really don't care about the products. This video is definitely for you. So once again, I bought these watercolor pencils from the Dollar Tree, so you could probably check your local Dollar Tree and see if they have them. They not only had watercolor pencils, they had a set of graphite pencils and a set of charcoal pencils. So I was like, hey, $1, what can I do? So in this video, I'm going to do a lemon. Yay, lemon that's here. Woohoo, lemon. So I'm going to do a lemon. But we're going to see how these color pencils work. So you will see that in the next clip. So I hope you're excited. I'm very excited. And let's get this thing started. So I'll see you guys in the next clip. Bye. Everybody, so in this portion of the video, I am going to talk just a little bit through it because this is the part where you want to utilize your watercolor paintbrushes, as well as you want some paper towels just for blotting to get some water off. If you have too much water, you can blot it out in the paper towels and then you kind of go over it, or if you want to kind of dry brush or whatever you need to do. So in this portion, I am going to activate the watercolor pencils that I already have down. Another thing that I do have in the corner, I know you cannot see it, I do have my blow dryer just to kind of speed up the pace, as well as on my right side I have at least two little cups of water. That way I have a clean cup of water, and I also have water that's probably going to be a little bit dirty due to me wiping out. So in this process you will see me pretty much go in with water to activate all of the watercolor that's on the paper, as well as we'll get more of some of these white blotchy areas that's here in these little areas. Hopefully that can spread out, and then once it dry I can go back over it with my watercolor pencils just to kind of correct things. Alright, so let's start the process. So I'm going to start with activating my brushes. I'm going to start with the background first. And I feel I have too much. I don't really like the ease of this brush. Move over to this brush. So the one thing I do notice about these, just like most watercolor, they lift once you re-wet it. And try to go back over it. I'm gonna get some of my brush marks, kind of move away. Alright, so now I kind of have my background just activated just a bit. I'm not too worried about this because I'm able, once it dry, go back over it and kind of get some of these streak marks out. So yes, it kind of look a hot mess right now, but I'm fine with that. I can always fix it. Alright, so next what I'm going to do, I'm going to come into My lovely. Kind of want this edge to blend just a bit. Coming into this lemon. I just want to activate some of these colors. Want to soften that edge just a bit. I'm dipping back into my water and blotting out. I don't want to have a hard edge. Going to my shadow side. Once again, guys, I can come back into it with my pencils once it dry. Get this cast shadow down. And I want to get some water down. So this is the part of the painting that is the ugly part of the painting. But I'm fine with it. It's okay to have the ugly stage. Because you're drawing, it's going to go through that. Or you're painting. Painting drawing is probably what this more so is. It's a painting drawing. I'm just trying to get some of these hard edges up. That's the one thing I do like about these pencils. They reactivate and come up really easy. The pigment, I would say. Alright, so I'm pretty done with this. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to blow dry it so I can get it back dry, and then I'm going to come back in with my pencils and tie everything back together now that I have this watercolor thing that's happening so far. So I'm going to put my blow dryer on warm. So you guys, I will be back in the next clip. In the next clip, I'm going to go over with my watercolor pencils and start to get this lemon to look like a lemon. And you will see how you can push and pull with your watercolor pencils and also have a watercolor effect. I know right now you're probably saying, Drew, this look like a hot mess. It does, but it will be back to normal in the next clip when I work over it with my watercolor pencils. So I'll see you in the next clip. Alright guys, so I'm going to lift up my tape so we can see the beautiful edge that's there. So I'm going to come in and lift this up. Kind of tape down and tape under another drawing. Or painting, as you can say. Let's get it up just a little bit. Alright, all pulled up. Yay! So I'm going to cut around my green tape. Hopefully I can get a straight enough cut. Cut this side. And I'm going to cut the other side. Last but not least, is this side. Now, turn around. Now the ultimate reveal is to take the tape off, which everybody get excited about that. So let me start taking the tape off. Oh, tore my paper just a bit. It happened so well. I'm gonna take this off slowly. Alright, then I'm going to take the bottom one off. Slowly. I'm not going to get impatient. So if you get a little tear marks, that's fine. It's just a little bit. I'm not worried. If I decide to frame it, my mat will cover it. Sometimes it happens. Let's turn this way. Take it off. Take off this tube. Yay. Almost done. Got a little bit blue in this corner. Alright, you guys. Hopefully my camera will focus. So you can see the end product. There we go. Yep. Alright guys, so this is the end product of my Dollar Tree set of pencils that I bought from the Dollar Tree that I spent $1 on. And these are my watercolor pencils that I use. Once again, There should be 6 in here, I'm missing one. All right. Here's my 6. Once again, you can get these at the dollar store, which is the Dollar Tree, for $1. The Dollar Tree is doing something that's kind of new and different since I've been in there, where they do have a craft section. So you may find these at your local Dollar Tree if you're interested. In the craft section at the Dollar Tree. Once again, you get about 6 pencils. You get your primaries, which is yellow, red, and also blue. You also get 2 secondaries, which is your purple and also your green pencil, as well as you get black. So you kind of get a little bit of a range. You would think 6 pencils, oh my goodness. What can I do with this? You can actually do a lot. So this is the one thing that I'm amazed by, that I love, and I'll get the packet that actually has, there we go, the actual product on it. So I just want to say thank you to those who actually sit down and actually watch this video. I'm gonna do my best to make sure that I can fast forward through whatever I need to fast forward. I'm also going to have inserts of the finished product with a photo, as well as a photo of the actual observation reference that I was using, my still life. And once again, these were the Dollar Tree watercolor pencils. And I actually got a pretty decent product out of it, so I'm pretty shocked myself that this pack only cost me $1. And the only downside to this actual artwork is the fact that it may not be archival, so we'll see how long the pigment will stay on the paper. But if you're interested in just practicing, if you're a young artist, a young student, if you're just doing this for like a hobby and you don't want to spend an arm and a leg on some watercolor pencils, once again, the Dollar Tree has it for $1. You get a full set and you get a pretty decent product that's here out of it, which I liked. And I hope this helped. I really, really do. But this is one of my new videos. I'm going to try and document some more videos. And if I can, I'll try and use more materials that I've gotten from the Dollar Tree or any other cheap materials from somewhere else. But you kind of get an idea how, you know, sometimes you don't have to disregard the cheap stuff. They may get things done under the price range you need it to be done under. So I'm going to say thank you. Thank you for watching. And if you liked what you're seeing in this video, please, please, please subscribe. It will help. I kind of want more than 7 viewers, but I love my 7 viewers, you guys. But go ahead and subscribe. And thank you for watching my video. Have a blessed day and a good day. And I will see you guys in the next video. Yay, art.